Hello everyone, I'm back, and today I have 5 of the Bite Beauty new liquid lipsticks. Yes, I have them right here, and I did not end up getting the whole collection. They're $24 a pop. I need to be able to eat and pay bills, so I only ended up picking up 5 colors that I feel would work best with my complexion. I am cool tone and obviously fair, so I wanted to get a range of ones that I could use throughout the year. And so these are the 5 that I went with. I didn't go with the more warm tones, of course, so if that's what you're looking for, these probably won't work for you. So what I'm going to do is put in the description box the colors that I'm going to be swatching and talking about, so I'm not wasting your time. And I'm sure there's plenty of lovely ladies out there reviewing the whole line, or possibly ones that'll work better for your skin tone. I think they're about 24 to 26. I'll put the price to the side so you are in the know. So they are a little bit spendy. I do want to start off by saying that I think a lot of people were under the impression that these were going to be matte lipsticks, and I want to say now they are not. They are not matte. They never really said that they were matte. I don't think anyone really knew what was going on with these, but they're kind of a gloss. So it's kind of a cross between a gloss and a satin lipstick, like ColourPop satin lipsticks, but those even dry down more. These are more satin heavy gloss, so they are very glossy, but they aren't such a thin gloss. Like sometimes you'll buy some of those cheaper lip glosses, or maybe I will, I know I do, and always thinking I'm gonna get a better, like it's gonna work this time, and they're so watery they wear off. This is not the case with these, so that way you know when you're seeing them what you're seeing when it goes onto my lips, that these are not matte. They are not going to dry down. But what I'm going to do is swatch these 5 beautiful colors here, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So the first color is Cava, and let me just show you what the doe foot looks like right there. Now Cava is one of those colors that have just been around forever. They're always exclusive. Let me do this first. There you go. Cava, for whatever reason, is always kind of an exclusive color for Bite Beauty. And this is the case with this. So I am a Rouge member, so I don't want you to be disappointed if you go to pick it up and you cannot. You do have to have Rouge status to get it. I don't know if they'll eventually move it for everyone, but I think that this is just limited edition, so it may only be available to those with the Rouge status. But I don't want you to be disappointed and sad if you can't get it, but if you know somebody who's Rouge, maybe you can talk them into it. So here we are. This is Cava. This is Cava. I normally like to put the color next to my lip just so you can see, and there's no purpose in this because this is just like one of those plastic things to show you the color. And it is pretty close actually, but it's not really helping, so I'm like, but I love this color. I absolutely adore it. Cava always works for me. It's changed though. Right now it looks kind of like, kind of almost like a light purple on me, like a taupey lavender. That's what it looks like. So it's very wearable. It almost looks like a cool tone here, and it's weird because there's other times I've used Cava and it just didn't work like this. It was less pigmented and looked more like my lips. So every single time they bring Cava into the mix, God only knows what it's going to look like. But I really like this incarnation of it. It's absolutely fantastic. So the next color is Eclair, which is this just pretty pink tone here. And I have worn a couple of these, specifically Cava, a few times because I love it. But this is Eclair. So it's this purpley, well, it's kind of this rosy pink color. Just absolutely beautiful. Here we go. This is Eclair. So this one is a little bit more warm tone. You can probably see on my lips and also on my arm. This one is a little bit more warm tone, so it did catch me off guard a little bit. I was like, what? Wait a minute. But I still think it is a really beautiful color. It is warmer, but it's almost going to a neutral. So I think it's very wearable for a lot of people. You know, it is definitely more of, I mean, it's not overly warm. I could see myself wearing this. It's a lot brighter than I expected, because in here it looks a lot more docile, but on my lips it's a little bit more dramatic, but it's a really beautiful color. But I think this one will be wearable for many people, so it's kind of a winner in that way. And this is Eclair. So the next color up is called Chutney, and again it's one of those beautiful, beautiful pink colors. Ooh, got a little bit crazy with it, but it's almost like a purpley pink. You can see I totally favor those, but those bluish kind of purpley pinks tend to work better for my skin tone. So this is Chutney. So it's interesting because it's actually more of a brownish kind of reddish tone, which I didn't expect. I don't know why I thought it was going to be more pink purpley, but I am wrong. Because I've been using Cava the most out of all these, and the other ones I haven't. I wore Eclair briefly, but I've really been in love with Cava. And with this one, you know, it's very pretty. Actually, this would be really great for fall, but yeah, it's definitely not as pink purpley as it looks, because I'm getting a different look with the lighting coming in. So, you know, it's, some of the colors are a little bit deceptive when they're here, because my arm is so pale white in comparison to being on the lips. But it's a very beautiful color, and I think it'll complement a lot of different ladies, from light skin tone to dark skin tone, warm to cool. I think this one is a winner. The next color is called Supreme. Yes. And it is bright and fabulous. Whoops. I kind of scrimped there. Don't scrimp. So, you know, put it back in there and let's give it a shot. This is Supreme. Whew, it is bright, and it is fabulously bright. I love it. So this would be better for you cool skin tone gals out there, because it does have a blue underbase to it, which I'm sure you can see looking at it. It is beautiful. It's like this gorgeous raspberry gloss. I love this. I could wear this now. I could wear this year round. I absolutely love this color. It's really vibrant. It's just really beautiful and perfect for those who don't want to wear bright red, because I know some people are intimidated by bright red and are like, I don't want to wear that. And this is just the perfect answer to it, because it's not, yes, it's dramatic, but it's not quite as bright. It is bright, but not quite as bright. And I think extremely wearable. I am in love with this color. Supreme, and I know why they named it that. So as you can see, there is a little bit of staining going on, but that's to be expected with bright colors like this. I think you know what you're getting into when you sign up for it. But this next color is one of the darkest ones of the collection, and it's called Marsala, and it really is quite dark. In the picture online, I thought it was going to be a little bit lighter, and I would be wrong. So let's swatch it here. Yes, that is most definitely a vampy color. So I'm going to put it back in here just so I can get some on the wand. And wish me luck. So this is Marsala. Yes, it is definitely the darkest of the group. I mean, you can see it here. What a big difference, right? But I just fell in love with this color. I did expect it to be a little bit lighter when I saw it online. And when I got it, I was like, you know, but I think part of it is when you have this complexion, a lot of things can be a little bit darker than they would be on most other people. So just take that into consideration. I do have very fair skin. But that being said, I love this color. I think most people are like, do you like it? And I do. It's very, very vampy. You know, unless you're a woman with a darker complexion, then this isn't going, you know, obviously going to be as overwhelming. Not overwhelming. I don't want to say that. It's not going to be as vibrant or noticeable on you. And it's going to be an absolutely beautiful color for darker skin tones. Actually, I think it's going to be beautiful for most skin tones. I just think it's one of those colors that can be worn across the board. I think it could be worn with so many different, warm, cool, everybody. I think this is actually a very user-friendly color, but for somebody who's my shade, maybe lighter, maybe a little bit overwhelming for some, especially if they don't like dark, vampy colors. I love dark, vampy colors, and I will be wearing this, especially in the winter. This would be the perfect color during that time. I just absolutely love it. It's a little bit dark for this time of year because it's still summer, and I like to wear more cheery, vibrant colors, but late fall, winter, this color is going to be fantastic. If you are a lady with a darker complexion, you're going to be able to wear this year round. It's just going to be beautiful for you. For somebody of my tone, I'm probably going to have to wait till, late fall, winter, and I definitely will wear it. It's absolutely beautiful, but it is bold, it's dramatic, it's great. So what do I think of these glosses? I do love them, but they are a gloss. Again, I think people were thinking they would dry down to a matte. That is not the case. These are glosses. I love glosses, though I know they're not for everyone. What I will say is it's going to be a little bit more difficult later on, because during the winter, some of these definitely are more vampy, and so you'd be wearing them during the winter. But here's the thing, especially in New York City, during the winter, it can get really breezy, so they'll be wonderful because your lips can get dry during that time. So these are going to keep them nice and moisturized. They're really moisturizing. A thicker gloss. They really are a thicker gloss, and they do keep the lips really moisturized. But during the winter, I don't tend to put my hair up because it's cold, especially here in New York City. So I will keep my hair down because my hair is really thick and it keeps me really warm. But the problem with that is when the wind hits, especially with the color like Marsala, if the wind is hitting, it's going to hit your gloss, and it is going to go across your face. There also is transfer. So there you go. This is Cava. You can most definitely see the transfer. So if you can just imagine Marsala with that, it's definitely going to be there. So if you're drinking from a cup, there's definitely going to be quite a lot of transfer. I did test these when I was eating. If you're eating like a normal lunch of a sandwich, or like eating delicately, cutting food and putting it in your mouth, these will definitely last. There will be some wear, but they will last. But I made the mistake of going out for udon and slurping up noodles with broth. And of course, this poor guy, Cava, did not have a chance. It didn't have a chance, but you can't expect it to when you're eating udon. So that wasn't Cava's fault. That wasn't this lip gloss's fault. It was Binky's fault for making a stupid choice like that. It wasn't stupid. Fabulous lip color, fabulous dinner. The two just didn't go together. So it may not have been the best choice at the moment, but of course it's not going to last with something like that. If you're drinking, it may be best to use a straw because there is going to be transfer. I mean, you can most definitely see that. And that's with one of the lightest colors of the collection. So, be wary. And if you live in Chicago or somewhere like that, I've heard about the wind there. It's going to be all over your face. So, maybe it's best to put these on once you're indoors. But I think they're perfect for summer. I think they're gorgeous, though some of the colors are a little bit darker, but they are quite beautiful. No, the wear time is quite fabulous on these. These are extremely pigmented. I'm sure you could see when I put it on, I never dipped back into the wand to go in for a second coat. Not at all. I put it on with one coat. So that tells you these are extremely pigmented and they go on really well. With the darker colors like Marsala, I feel that it's easier almost to put the dark color on, or to put the color on your bottom lip and then purse them together and then fix everything after you put it on the lower lip, purse them together and then fix it. I just think it's so much easier to work with. Because some of these colors are so bold, it's not like a light lipstick or a light gloss where you can just kind of put it on and go. It's not like that because these are very opaque. As you can see, they're opaque. They are pigmented. These are not sheer. So you're going to have to go on with a little bit more precision when you're putting on the darker colors. Actually, any of them, even the lighter colors, really. I mean, look at them. You can definitely see they are opaque. These are full coverage, and they are indeed one swipe. One sweep's going to do ya. And, with that in mind, these are going to last you a long time. Now, these do have the infamous Bite Beauty scent to them, that citrusy kind of sweet smell, and they have that taste as well. So that follows into these glosses as well. or liquid lipsticks as they call them as well. And so if you like that, that's fantastic. If you don't, it stays a while. The smell doesn't go away because it's infused in it because of the products that they use. So if you don't like that, you may find these a little bit difficult to have under your nose, but I think it's a really lovely light scent, so I actually don't mind it. But if you're sensitive to scents, you may go, But that's kind of the charm of the Bite Beauty, is they use very natural products to make these because they, want to go with more I guess safer products that are very wearable. And that's one of the reasons, and I will say this, Bite Beauty is probably one of my favorite lipstick brands. I have almost everything of theirs because I absolutely adore it. I love their products. I love these, but I can definitely see how some people would be a little bit disappointed because if they were looking for a matte, this is not what it is. This is most definitely a gloss. And I can see how some people may be a little bit confused by that, or we're a little bit disappointed. But if you know what they are, you will love these. But if you're not a gloss kind of person, these may not work for you, but they work for me. So I am really excited to see these additions added to the line. Let me know if you picked them up and what you think, if they worked for you, if you liked them, if you're finding them to be a hard sell, if you're disappointed because you wanted mattes. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. But until next time, have a fabulous day. Bye.